What's up, guys? I'm Damian Warhol, and in this video, I want to talk about the Batman. So, I know it's been out for a while. It's been out for a couple weeks, I think. And I don't typically go to movies whenever the movie just comes out. I like to have, plenty of room inside the theater. Uh, but yeah, so this weekend I went and saw the Batman. And I really liked this movie, guys. I really liked the last Batman movies, like the last, I don't know, version of Batman, I guess, the Dark Knight version, I would say. And you know, it wasn't perfect, but I really didn't know what to expect. I really didn't think that the this new version of Batman would be any better, but it really was, guys. And so what I really liked about it is it seemed to be more realistic. It was kind of dark and gritty, and it seemed like if Batman like was a real, or if this character was like a real person, it really happened. Like this is kind of more what it would be like. And one thing I really liked about it is the story. It wasn't like a typical superhero movie, which the Batman movies never really are. But I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of it wasn't like just Batman fighting some villain or whatever, and a backstory on Batman, a backstory on the villain, which we've already seen 1,000 times. It was more of a mystery movie, which was great, which I really really liked. So one thing that I really really dislike are these action movies where they just get right into the action. It's like explosions and fight scenes and all this stuff, but not a whole lot of storyline to suck you in. I think some movies do really good, and some don't do that good. Like for instance, I really like the first Spider-Man movie where you get to see how he becomes Spider-Man. He's like figuring out his different powers and stuff like that. And the original Dark Knight one was great, where you got to see how he became Batman and how he, learned his ninja skills and stuff like that. Uh, what made this one really good was the uh, the Riddler. It was kind of like, and you know, there might be a little bit of spoilers here. I mean, I'm not showing any scenes, or I'm not going to give anything too much away, but there might be some slight spoilers. But the villain, the Riddler. So it was he reminded me a lot of like the Zodiac killer, like the imagery that was around him. The He had like these ciphers where he'd murder somebody, he'd leave like these clues, which that is like the Riddler, but it was very much like the Zodiac killer. So that was pretty cool. Um, let's see. I got some notes here because, well, I keep doing it. I say a lot in these videos, and I'm trying to get a little bit better. I'm new on this YouTube thing, so let me just refer to my notes to figure out what else I wanted to talk about on the movie. So, like, I'm a real big fan of like true crime stuff, and this is kind of what it reminded me of. Like, you already know who the killer is, obviously, but you're watching uh, you're watching Batman find these clues, and he's trying to figure it all out, and you don't know what's going to happen next, and it's just really good movie. And so I really liked the Batman character in this movie. So it was played by one of the guys that played in Twilight, which was that vampire movie. Uh, Believe it or not, I have not seen that movie. Is a little bit, you know, I'm a little bit old for that movie, but uh, also I think it was kind of more like a teenage girls sort of movie. I don't know. I haven't seen that movie, but one of the actors was from that movie, and or Batman, the guy who played Batman. I don't know his name. He did really good. I liked him. I liked him a lot. And he looked real dark. Like he looked kind of like an emo type of guy. And it was real gritty and dark. And I don't know. He came off real cool. He didn't come off as like somebody who wanted to be a billionaire. Like if you watch like The Dark Knight, like maybe they're trying to give off that same sort of vibe, but like the stuff that he had, like his Batmobile was like this. It was like this military vehicle. It looked like it cost like $100 million, and he's got this crazy parking garage where it's like all spotless and these lights and stuff like that. And I know it's not what they were trying to portray. They weren't trying to make it like pretentious, but to me, the Dark Knight, that the Bruce Wayne part of that character seemed very pretentious. And this one, it was a lot better. I liked it a lot. It was not, he didn't come off as pretentious at all. He kind of came off, the Bruce Wayne character kind of came off to me, and this isn't going to make any sense, but just like, I don't know, kind of more like his personality wise, it was kind of more like the Joker, where he's kind of like subdued and dark and gritty, and more like a real person, I guess. And what's really cool is Bruce Wayne, he's like a billionaire or whatever, but he just can buy all this stuff or whatever. But the Batmobile, the Batmobile was super cool. Instead of being this like futuristic $100 million military vehicle, it looked like a Dodge Charger, like an old '70s Dodge Charger. And right at the beginning of the movie, you get to see the Batmobile, and it's on a lift where he's working on it, and you see this big giant engine in the corner, and there's this big turbo, and there's like some valves laying off to the side, and it's like, okay, so he didn't spend $100 million buying some secret military equipment. Like he built this car, and it's badass, and he's a billionaire, and he knows how to work on a car, and it was really really cool because I'm into cars. I've built a few cars. I used to be a mechanic. I'm not anymore, but I was for a while. And he's also like riding around this motorcycle. It's a really cool looking motorcycle, and you see him out on the streets and riding around as Bruce Wayne, I guess. Or he was probably, being in disguise. He didn't want to be recognized as Bruce Wayne, but he didn't. He looked like a regular guy. He didn't look like a billionaire. And I don't know. It seemed like somebody he was kind of rejecting that. Didn't want to be flashy or anything like that. And he built his own Batmobile, and that was super cool. So like the Batmobile, like I said, it was like this old muscle car, giant engine, looked like a V10 or something with some big huge turbos on it. It actually, he drives the car later, and he has this really really cool chase scene with the Penguin, like on the highway, like going the wrong way, and like super super cool chase scene. And the engine's in the back, and it sounds like a jet engine or whatever, and it was obviously an internal combustion engine by looking at it. I mean, it had valves, it had a turbo on it, but it sounded like a jet engine. And it's kind of like what they're going for. It's like, well, I'm not mad at it. It's the Batmobile. It's a fictional story, with a fictional car, and a fictional motor. But yeah, super, super cool. I really absolutely loved the Batmobile. There's also some really, really cool cinematography and some really cool scenes. And like I said, I'm not in it for the action scenes, but I'm about it, dude. I love the action scenes. It's just I got to get into the storyline for it to be interesting. But man, I remember there's this one scene where it's like pitch black, right? And he's fighting these guys, and Batman's thing is he doesn't use guns, and there's these guys with these machine guns, and he's like fighting them, getting their machine guns, beating them up. And like the only time you see anything is when the machine guns are going off, and you're seeing the light from the machine guns. And that was just like super, super cool scene. Another cool scene, which was at the end of the chase scene with the penguin. Like the penguin's car, it got flipped over or whatever, and he's like looking out at Batman, and so he's upside down. So the scene's upside down. He's like walking towards him. Super, super cool shots. Some really, really cool shots. And sorry for the very, very minor spoilers. I don't think it's not spoiling too much, but plus, the movie's been out for a little while. There's a lot of spoiler videos already out there. I'm late to the party, but another thing that was really cool about this movie was the soundtrack. So they had this old Nirvana song, and I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of Nirvana, but like I really, really respect the music that they put in this. They put this old Nirvana song, and I remember, hearing it on like Nirvana's Unplugged thing they did for MTV. It was like Something About the Way, I think is what it was called. And they played it a couple times in the movie, and like the sound of the song, and it just went perfectly with the whole aesthetic of the movie. Like it was real dark and grungy, and it was a really a fantastic song, and I completely forgot about that song. And what's really great is, I feel like it's going, them putting that song in there, it's going to get a lot of the younger people to check that song out, check out Nirvana, which, everybody knows who Nirvana is. But I think there's a lot of people running around wearing Nirvana shirts, and they know like two songs. They know Smells Like Teen Spirit and Heart Shaped Box, and like that's all they know about them. But they had some really, really great music. And let me see. I'm gonna look at my notes some more. It's not really a script, but it's something that I can look at so that I don't. And I'm trying really, really hard not to say a lot. So I know I did that in some of the previous videos that I made, and I'm trying to get better. And I don't know if rambling is better than just saying and as I look through all my notes, I don't really think that there's anything left that I was wanting to talk about. So my new strategy is to ramble and ramble, Well, there, I said it again. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, but the video I made about, what's his name? Will Smith, that guy. The video I made about him was a pretty good hit. It's got a couple thousand views already. And I don't even have 20 subscribers. So I need some subscribers, guys. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I want to make some more videos, and it's need somebody to watch it. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you liked, I hope you commented, and I hope you subscribed. And that's all I got. Thanks, guys.